Never slowing, yeah, we're living wide open, unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken, never stopping, never slowing, yeah, we're living wide open. We know we are brighter than all the stars, as long as we're together, we'll stay young.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. First carry for Jonathan Stewart, and he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Yards remaining now on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Newton. A dump off here to Stewart. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now Newton on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
4 down. Ready? Back at it. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Action. Check. When it ain't.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Ryan on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that brings up 4th down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Fielded at the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over. Right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
This is Stewart again. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
Third and long, it's Newton. Gets it to Benjamin, it's caught. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And this one complete right side to Funchess. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He gets it left side to Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing again is Newton. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Courtney Upshaw able to get in there and drop him behind the line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Newton on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Forced out to his left. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, Peterson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
They go back to Stewart on first. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Stewart is the lone setback. The play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's able to find Inman. 15 yards there for number 15. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They come up in an offset eye. They start the drive with Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Again, Peterson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And they're going to speed things up here. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. They're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. And off comes to Peterson. And he maybe makes it. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Connor Barth for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Barth puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole 2nd half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He hits Stewart in the flat. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team, We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Stephen Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On first down, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And this one complete right side to Funchess. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He's got time in the pocket. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Just beating the play clock is Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From the gun, here's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. That's it.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Can't find anyone open. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Greg Olsen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Third and long. It's Ryan. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This will be caught at the 2. A good pickup there, a 22. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his second touchdown on the season, and the Falcons have once again taken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come up in an offset eye. Newton gives off to Stewart. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They give it to Peterson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loaded in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Fresh set of downs here. On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now they're in the hurry-up. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Funchess has it complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. From the gun on third down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
45. Wake up. Shift.
Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're in a good spot. Two-possession game, barely, but a two-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty picks happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. Touchdown, Falcons! Adrian Peterson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They come up at an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the counter. And just a short gain. The Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
On third down, Jonathan Stewart. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson, and he stopped immediately there. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Atlanta, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.